Today I'm doing a song by a British pop group called Prefab Sprout from the 80s and 90s. Paddy McAloon, the leader of the group, has written some of the most amazing songs, actually, music and lyrics. I would very strongly recommend that you listen to Prefab Sprout. One of the best kept secrets, really, in British pop. And I'm doing Cruel, it's one of their songs, one of their early songs actually, which already has very much of a bossa nova feel. I virtually took 100% from the channel, the YouTube channel Fab Sprout, which is a great channel actually, describing lots of Prefab Sprout's complex music and how it should be played on guitar. So I've taken 100% of the chords virtually, changed, simplified one or two to get more of a bossa feel, and I hope that I haven't changed the spirit too much of the original chords. I don't think I have actually. So there you are, Cruel, Prefab Sprout. Good luck. The gospel that sets us all free, then takes you away from me. There's no Chicago urban blues more heartfelt than mine, lament for you. I'm a liberal guy, with a secret tooth for the cherry on the cake, with a pious smile, a smile that changes what I say. When I waste my time in regretting that the days went from perfect to just okay. Don't call me possessive, but God, if he's smooching with you, as a jealous boy ruled, the world should be free, but don't you go following suit. My heart is a line, it couldn't be neutral, I couldn't be that way inclined. It's hard to defend, these feelings, my top and top friend. It's cruel, it's cruel, it's cruel, it's crueler than cruel, but cruel is the gospel that sets us all free, then takes you away from me. Should love be tender or bleed out loud, or be tougher than tough, or prouder than proud? If I'm troubled by every folding of your skirt, am I guilty of every male-inflicted hurt? But I don't know how to describe the modern rose if I can't refer to her shape against her clothes with the fever of purple prose. Lordy, what would I do? Don't call me possessive, but God, if he's smooching with you, as a jealous boy ruled, the world should be free, but don't you go following suit. My heart is a line, it couldn't be neutral, I couldn't be that way inclined. It's hard to defend, these feelings, my top and top friend. It's cruel, it's cruel, it's cruel, it's crueler than cruel, but cruel is the gospel that sets us all free, then takes you away from me. My contribution to urban blues. Breakdown for Cruel by Prefab Sprout. The song begins with an instrumental introduction that you can play either like this. So this is D minor ninth, G with an A on the bass, D minor ninth, etc. And then B diminished. There's another way you can play that is and so it's a very similar chord actually. You still got sort of a G seventh with an A, but you can actually play the melody without having to sing it or hum it or have another instrument. So you can go. So in order to get this B, it means you play the D minor seventh with the B, yeah? Okay, which is a sixth of D. So I'll play that again, actually, yeah? The second possibility, the second option. Okay. And then we've got the cruel is the gospel that sets us all free, then takes you away from me. And this is sung more or less rubato, or maybe it's a 3/4 beat, but it's different from the rest of the song, which picks up later a sort of very bossa nova rhythm. So there's no Chicago, C major seventh. There's no Chicago. So the second chord for me, this is an F major seventh, which I play in this shape, but I could play it like this, or I could play it like this, okay? But I quite like the bass here, actually the A on the bass. There's no Chicago. Urban. So this is a B flat seventh, urban blues, F major seventh, different shape, G seventh, more heartfelt than mine. Then I repeat this. Sorry. Lament for you. Okay. And then we go to I'm a liberal guy, too cool for the macho ache. So F major seventh, I'm a liberal guy, G6. And there's a passing chord here, which is a C major 7 with a 9, actually, okay? So it's a very nice chord here. I'm a liberal guy, too cool for D minor ninth for the macho ache, with a secret tooth for the cherry on the cake, with a pious smile, a smile that changes what I say, while I waste my time regretting that the Okay, so all of these are repeating chords. Days went from perfect to just okay. Before we get to Lord, before we get to the chorus, huh? So, while I waste my time in regretting that the days went from perfect to just okay. So the chords here are B minor seventh with flat 5, followed by, this looks like a B flat ninth or something similar to that, and this is an A minor seventh with a ninth added. Lord, so this is a transition, and you could see this as a D 6 followed by D sharp 6 going to a D minor ninth. So that makes some sense. Okay, the chorus. So the chorus starts with D minor ninth. Lordy, what would I do? G6. Don't call me possessive, E minor seventh, which you can play here. Or don't call me possessive, but God, if he's smooching. Or God, if he's smooching with you. This is a D minor seventh, slightly unusual shape. But so I'll start again. Lordy, what would I do? Don't call me possessive, but God, if he's smooching with you. As a jealous boy root, so G6. The world should be free, E minor seventh, but don't you go following suit. We repeat again. My heart is aligned. I couldn't be neutral, couldn't be that way inclined. It's hard to defend, and this is where it changes, It's hard to defend. Pa 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 pa. This is a C major seventh with a ninth. Pa 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 pa. So pa, it's hard to defend. Pa 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 pa. F major seventh with a ninth. Okay, so we just slide this. Pa 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 pa. D minor ninth. It's cruel. And we go to this G with the A on the bass. So it's hard to defend. Pa 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 pa. It's cruel. Pa 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 pa. It's cruel. 3 times. Pa 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 pa. It's cruel. It's crueler than cruel. But cruel is the gospel that sets us all free, then takes you away from me. And then we start again. Should love be tender and bleed out loud, or be tougher than tough, or prouder than proud? If I'm troubled by every folding of your skirt, am I guilty of every male-inflicted hurt? But I don't know how to describe the modern rose if I can't refer to her shape against her clothes with the fever of purple prose. Lord, and we go back to the chorus. Now the end is slightly different. The end, there's a little coda if you want, because the song finishes on cruel is the gospel that sets in fact, it is very similar to the beginning of the song, where there's no Chicago or Should Love Be Tender. My contribution. So it's a bit like there's no Chicago, urban, etc. So my contribution to urban blues, and it finishes on an F major seventh with a ninth.